Over the years, Roblox has put out a ton of updates that are sometimes so bad that nobody can comprehend why they even happened. It's no secret that Roblox has made some very disliked updates or seem to refuse to make easy updates that would be good. There are some updates that stand out as the worst of the worst for their negative impacts on the platform as a whole. Everybody is familiar with ones like the audio privacy update, events being cancelled for live ops, and the removal of game genres. But there's one from almost 10 years ago that has been forgotten through time but will always be memorable to me. I believe it was the first update I ever complained about, and I was a part of the large protests against it on the catalog. Today we're going to take a look at the 2013 clothing price floor update, one of the worst Roblox updates that you've never heard of. These days everybody is used to paying a low of 5 Robux per shirt or pants and 2 Robux for a t-shirt. That has been the norm for a lot of you watching, I bet. We've all become accustomed to it, and it's pretty much the only thing the majority of players these days know. But what would your reaction be if Roblox just suddenly upped the minimum price for clothes by 25 to 300 times more? That's what happened during the summer of 2013 when Roblox introduced the infamous clothing price floor update. On September 24th, 2013, Roblox announced a new minimum clothing price on the blog in the absolute worst way possible. But first, to understand how bad this update was, we must understand the formerly established clothing prices from back in the day. Prior to the price floor update, all clothes could be purchased for 1 Robux or 1 ticket, along with some t-shirts being free. I believe it had been like that since the inception of clothes and was viewed as the standard, like how we view 5 Robux as the standard now. But that all changed on September 24th, 2013 when Roblox rolled out what may have been the most hated update ever at the time. Roblox announced and immediately changed the clothing price floor from free to 10 Robux or 120 ticks for t-shirts and 25 Robux or 300 ticks for shirts and pants. That's 25 times more Robux and 300 times more ticks for shirts and pants, while t-shirts saw a 10 times and 120 times markup, while also no longer being able to be free. Imagine if one day you woke up and all shirts and pants suddenly cost 25 Robux. I bet nobody here would be happy. But then imagine Roblox announces it in a way that somehow only makes you even more angry about the update, because that's exactly what they did. Roblox starts off boldly by proclaiming, effective immediately, Roblox is changing how clothing is priced in the most welcoming way possible. That is followed up by mentioning how players could charge whatever they wanted for clothes in the past, so another welcoming message to players. Then they get into 3 reasons why they did this update, and there's one specific reason that made players absolutely livid. Reason number 1 was to raise the quality of clothes because Roblox thought talented artists wouldn't make money since the price floor was so low. I do feel this is a fair point, like why work so hard on something just to sell it for 1 Robux, or to have people pass over it because they can buy something else for cheaper. Roblox thought that having a 25 Robux price floor would help give an incentive to artists to make better clothes as they get better rewards. Reason number 2 ties into that, as Roblox wanted to reward creators while also helping prevent copying of their clothing. Roblox's point about users being unable to sell clothes for higher prices because someone would just re-upload it for 1 Robux makes total sense. If that happens every time, then there's no way for the creator to be properly rewarded for their creation, and Roblox believed the price floor would help prevent that. They thought this would help buyers gravitate more towards the original, which now could be bought at a price that would reward the creator more, instead of copies. Unfortunately, in the years following this update, we found that didn't work because botters would mass re-upload clothes and make it impossible to find the original. Roblox also included an interesting tidbit in this reason by saying that clothing sales apparently represented less than 1% of the user-made economy. That sounds surprisingly low, and I'd assume the percentage is way higher now. And then Roblox ends the announcement off with reason number 3, which a lot of you who have never seen this are going to have a hard time believing. I bet some of you who are just hearing of this update for the first time are thinking that Roblox is pretty greedy for doing this. Now I want you to comment your thoughts on what your reaction would be if Roblox straight up admitted to doing this for more money. Because that's exactly what they did. Reason number 3 was to incentivize Robux purchase, which basically means to make players buy more Robux and Builders Club. Roblox kind of admitted to doing this update so they could get more money, which, as you can probably expect, players hated. But even though the first two reasons are understandable, everybody hated this update, and honestly 25 Robux and 300 ticks is way too high for clothes. There was massive outrage with people canceling their Builders Club and protests on the forum and catalog, and I was actually a part of them. On September 30th, 2013, in maybe my first act of protest against Roblox, I uploaded this t-shirt called "Stop 300 Ticks and 25 Robux" to fight against a price floor. I angrily proclaimed in all caps that the update was unfair to noobs and non-Builders Club players and set the genre to fighting. This kind of stuff was all over the catalog and the forums, along with the chaos making its way to other platforms like YouTube. 2 days after Roblox's original announcement, they posted a response after mass amounts of protests and backlash towards the update. Roblox said they did it to reward creators, and apparently clothing revenue immediately went up 3 times thanks to this update, but Roblox still understood that people hated it. Roblox clearly heard all of the concern and anger and quickly responded and let people know they were re-evaluating things. Interestingly, Roblox made a major and historic announcement in their response by revealing DevX, which is what developers use to make real money to this day. There wasn't mention of them basically saying they want more money, but it kinda sounded like they wanted it to help fund DevX when they said it was intended to increase the flow of Robux into the community. On October 3rd, 2013, Roblox removed the 25 Robux and 300 ticks price floor for shirts and pants and 10 Robux and 120 ticks price floor for t-shirts. Roblox kept the price floor around, but made it a much more affordable 10 Robux or 100 ticks for shirts and pants and 2 Robux and 20 ticks for t-shirts. Instead of having to wait 30 days to collect enough ticks for basically a free shirt, you now only had to wait 10. The new price floor wasn't beloved by the community, but it was definitely received much better than the 25 Robux 300 ticks one. The 10 Robux 100 ticks price floor stayed around until April 13th, 2016, when the price floor was dropped to 5 Robux in preparation for the removal of ticks the next day. To this day, we've had the clothing price floor be 5 Robux for shirts and pants and 2 Robux for t-shirts because of this update. Honestly, I feel like this update ended up being a positive because of the effects it had, as without it there'd be no reward for creators, but mainly for botters. The 2 and 5 Robux price floors now are perfectly fine in my opinion. It's still affordable for buyers, it makes the creators some money, and Roblox gets their money. But if the 25 Robux 300 ticks price floor for shirts and pants and 10 Robux 120 ticks price floor for t-shirts remained, it would have been horrendous. If that had stayed around, it would have led to far less customization by players since they couldn't afford more shirts or people would dress like 2011 to 2014 noobs. Considering the cheapest Robux option could only get you 16 shirts or pants versus the 80 now, your avatar could look a lot different or you might have much less money. The catalog would have been taken over by botters anyway, who we would then be buying clothes off of for even more than before. Overall, the original version of this update was a big negative, but the newer versions of the update were good in my opinion. Thankfully, the super high price floor didn't stick around, and now we have a much more affordable price floor that benefits everyone.